Hi everyone, it's B here. In this video we will have a look at the Beckett Farm roundabout. This time we will go right at the roundabout, fourth exit. I did right at the roundabout, third exit. Okay, I did right at the roundabout, third exit for the Beckett Farm already, but in this one it's slightly different. Okay, so we will come from this way. I'm gonna expand a little bit bigger so you will see. Right, we come from down here. Okay, we would like to go right at the roundabout. Of course, we will stay on the right hand lane. So before you get into the roundabout, I would like you to look inside the roundabout. Look for the lane that you're about to drive into it. Do not look into this right hand bit only. So this bit later. Okay, later. So make sure that you look into the lane inside the roundabout where is the first exit, so you can count the right third exit. Okay, so assume that you know the road inside the roundabout already. You will see that we have a stripy bit here. Again, stripy bit is not the road. Do not drive on it. You come from the right, you will stay on the right. From this point, you see the first exit will count 1. Remember, we count the exit when we see them ahead, not when you pass or when you're next to it. So make sure that you look ahead and count. We continue driving on the right hand lane. Now, this bit is quite special for the Beckett Farm because it's an oval shape. You will see that this is an oval shape roundabout. So you have to drive on the straight line before you turn. It's not like a normal roundabout that have like a circle one that you have to go around. Okay, so this one you have to drive straight line a little bit. Another thing that's special about this one is you see that from here, from this point, you have 2 lanes, which is 1 and 2 here, but in this point you have 1, 2, 3. So which lane that you have to drive next, and you probably have 1 or 2 seconds to decide which one. Think like this. You don't want to get back inside the roundabout anymore. Roundabout is a spiral you out. So you would like to just get out from here. You would like to leave, and you would like to leave at the left hand lane. Remember the way that I told you to put the X marks on and think about the X mark as a magnet. If you're confused what I'm talking about, probably you have to go back and check at the previous video. Okay, so we have a first exit here. When you look ahead, when you come about here, I would like you to look ahead. You see that second exit. So when you see the second exit, you would like to put the X mark on by the second exit. Before you go to the X mark, you have to decide which lane. If you look carefully, the stripy bit here, it goes thinner. In this point, you don't want to get back in. You don't want to get back inside the roundabout, so you're gonna stay in the middle lane. Okay, you stay in the middle lane for now. You don't want to get back in because you're gonna get more inside the roundabout when you're gonna leave. Now you put the X marks on the exit number 2. So from here, you check in the left mirror. If you see no one on the left hand lane, signal left. So you signal left about here, and then you can drive on the left hand lane. You can switch to the left hand lane if you see no one driving on the left hand lane. Now look at this one carefully. I'm going to take out all of these. Look at this one carefully. You put the X marks on here. Now you drive in the middle lane. You're about to leave. Now look at this lane here. I'm going to put in the blue color. This lane is allow whoever drive on this lane be able to take the exit the same as you as well. Okay, take the same exit. So make sure that before you move back or switch, you need to see that there is anybody on the left hand lane, because if there's somebody on the left hand lane that they're about to drive next to you, you probably leave it. You don't want to go back to the left hand lane. What you can do is you can carry on in this lane and leave the roundabout with the right hand lane. So that's a second exit. So this is your third exit, the one that you would like to go. At this point, if you see no one on the left hand lane, no one on this lane, you'll be able to switch. After you pass the X mark, so main and left mirror, signal left, and then you can leave the roundabout with the left hand lane. If you decided to leave as a pink color one, pink line, when you get into the dual carriageway, you make sure that you check main and left mirror and go back to drive on the left hand lane as safe, whenever it's safe for you to do so. Okay, so when you have a safe gap, safe time, get back to your left hand lane. Do not drive on the right hand and carry on driving on the right hand lane for too long. That's not nice, and it's probably you will get a serious fault as well if you do that for a long time. Okay, so make sure you get back to the left hand lane. Okay, next, me and my learner Kunmi, we drive in this route, and then you will see in action. All right, thank you for watching. Bye bye. First exit from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the lane inside the roundabout.
Yeah. 1 to 1. This guy's coming around lane.
Very easy. Exit. So from here, you don't want to get back inside.
So move out.
Move out just one step only. So from here, that's your X mark mirror.
Signal.
Anybody on your left lane?
No.
Get in and keep driving. Perfect.
Okay.
So if that's somebody on the left hand lane, you can leave with the right hand lane as well.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So you can just like kind of end up on the right hand lane.
Yeah.
And when you enter the slip road, or when you enter the carriageway already, you can move back to the left hand lane.
Okay. So just continue in the right, and then when
like this guy. So you end up
yeah.
on the right